Jasmine has also played volleyball for clubs outside of Garfield. Jasmine will be attending Valley High School, where she would like to continue playing volleyball. After high school, she plans on attending UNM and would like to live here near you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Harris and her family. Next, number 8, Vanessa Chacon. Vanessa is being escorted by her father and mothers, Eric Chacon and Amanda. Vanessa has been a member of the Lady Gargoyles for 2 years. She was a team captain and has received a game ball for her sportsmanship this season. Vanessa has participated in leadership and circle keepers here at Garfield. She has made honor roll 3 times. Vanessa will be attending Valley High School next year, where she plans on playing volleyball and doing ROTC. After high school, Vanessa plans to work for the Chick-fil-A because they offer scholarships to pay for college. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanessa Chacon and her family. Next, number 11, Logan Automeal. Logan is being escorted by her father and mother, Eric and Alex Automeal, as well as her brother Hunter. Logan has been a member of the Lady Gargoyles for 2 years. Logan has received a team ball for her sportsmanship this season. Logan will be attending Valley High School, where she plans to continue playing volleyball. After high school, Logan wants to go to college to become a surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Automeal and her family. Next, number 17, Sophie Santianes. Sophie is being escorted by her mother, Roberta Santianes, and her brother Jake. Sophie has been a member of the Lady Gargoyles for 1 year, and in her short time here, she has served as team captain and received a game ball for her sportsmanship. Sophie will be attending Valley High School, where she plans on playing volleyball and joining cheer. After high school, she plans on attending college to become either an engineer or a veterinarian. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophie Santianes and her family. And finally, next, number 20, Danielle Ruiz.
Welcome back to another game between the Grey Wolves and the Huskies. Number 1 serve for Hayes. 17 tries to set, but it is unsuccessful, and the point goes to Hayes.
Oh my god, you fucking idiot.
Here's one with the serve for
I'm
Hayes. 5 sends it back in. 11 sends it over. 26 sends it. 21 sends it over. 6 sets. 5 sets. 1 set. Sends and knocks it over, but Hayes is unsuccessful to save it, and the point goes to Garfield. The score is now 1-1. Number 5 with the serve for Garfield. "25 sets, but it is a side out by Hayes, and the point goes to the Grey Wolves. "5 with the serve for Garfield. One tries setting, but it does not work, and the point goes to Garfield. The score is now 3-1 Garfield. Number 5 with the serve for Garfield. One tries setting again, but it hits her in the face. Ouch, that must have hurt, but it is a side out by Hayes, and it is 4-1 Garfield. Number 5 again with the serve for Garfield. But it does not reach over, and the point goes to Hayes. It is now 4-2 Garfield. Hayes with the serve. 21 with the serve for Hayes. 20 sends it back. 1 set. 4 attempts, but it is not good, and the point goes to Garfield. 5-2 Garfield. Number 11 with the serve for Garfield. But it does not reach over. It is a net ball, and it is 5-3 Garfield, but Hayes gets that point. Now serving for Hayes, number 10. Number 5 sends back. 1 knocks it over. 1 saves it. 5 puts it over. 17 puts it back. But Hayes is unsuccessful to put it back over. The point goes to Garfield. It is now 6-3. 1 with the serve for Garfield. 4 sets, but no one is there to send it. And a point goes to Garfield. It is now 7-3 Garfield. Number 1 with the serve for Garfield. 1 set, 4 sets, 26 sends it over, 17 sends it back, 4 sends it back, 17 sends it over, 1 tries setting, but it just went like a pinball all the way to the post, but it is no point, but the point goes to Garfield. 8-3 Garfield. 4 sets, 26 hits it over, 11 tries hitting it, but it is unsuccessful. It's a side out, and the point goes to Hayes. Now serving for Hayes, number 4. Number 1 sends it back over, 10 sets. 1 sets for 26, 26 hits it back. 11 sets. 17 tried setting up 6, but 6 could not knock it over. The point goes to Hayes, and it is now 8-5. Hayes is starting to come back on Garfield. Substitution for Garfield. Now serving for Hayes, number 4. One sends it back. 4 sends it. 17 sends. But 4 is unable to save it for Hayes. The point goes to the Lady Grey Wolves, and the score is now 9-5. Garfield. Number 5 with the serve for Garfield. 21 slams it back. 15 sets for 17. 1 set. 5 knocks it over. 5 saves it for Garfield. 10 sets for 1. 1 sets for 26. And it barely knocks over the net. And it is a point going to Hayes. What great hustling for both teams to try to get a point. But Hayes comes out with the point. It is 9-6 Garfield. Now serving for Hayes, number 5. But the ball does not make it over. It is a net ball, and the point goes to Garfield. It is now 10-6 Garfield. Now serving for Garfield, number 17. Ball served, 5 sets, but number 26 was not able to get there. It is a side out, and Garfield comes out with that point. It is 11-6. Garfield. Number 17 with the serve for Garfield. 5 sets for 26, 26 sets for 4, but four players touch the ball for Hayes, and the point goes to Garfield. 12-6 Garfield with a timeout by Hayes. And here we are back, number 17 with the serve for Garfield. 10 tries to save it, thought it was out, but it was actually in, and the point goes to Garfield. 13-6 Garfield. I think they call that an ace in volleyball, so good job, 17. 17 again with the serve for Garfield. Five sets for 1, 1 sets for 21. She hits it over. 1 set. 19 sets for 5. 5 knocks it over, but it is out. But it does not make it in, and the point goes to Hayes. 13-7. Garfield still up. Now serving for Hayes, number 26. 17 and 6 collide for Garfield, and it is a side out. And the point goes to Hayes. 13-8. Now serving for Hayes, 26. It is a side out. I think it was a side out. It was not a side out. It was in, and the point goes to Hayes. Now serving for Hayes, 26. Ball serve does not make it over. Point goes to Garfield, and Garfield is now up by 5 with the score of 14-9. Substitution for Garfield. Now serving for Garfield, number 20. Five sets for one sets for 10. 10 goes to knock it over, but it is a side out, and the point goes to Garfield. 15-9, Garfield. Serving again for Garfield, number 20. 4 sends it back. 5 sets for 11. 11 sends it over. 10 sets for 1. 1 sends it over. 17 tries saving it for Garfield, but she was not able to save it. So it is now 15-10. Point went to Hayes. 5 points to Garfield. Now serving for Hayes, number 1. 6 sets. 1 saves. 5 knocks it over. What a great hustle. 1 tries setting up 4, but is unsuccessful. What great hustle by number 1 for Garfield. 16-10, Garfield. Now serving for Garfield, number 5. 5 did not see it. Some confusion, but the point goes to Garfield. 17-10, Grey Wolves. Now serving for Garfield, number 5. 1 sets up 4. 4 knocks it over. 9 hits it, 6 hits it back. 10 tried setting up 21, but 21 got lost, and she was not able to send the ball over the net. Point goes to Garfield. 18-10, Garfield. Now serving number 5, Grey Wolves. I believe it was number 5 tried saving it for Hayes, but she was not able to hit it. It is a side out. Point goes to Garfield. 19-10. Now serving number 5, but it was just not able to reach over. It is now 19-11, Garfield. Now serving for Hayes, number 21. 5 saves, but 5 saves it, sends it over, but it does not make it inside the line. It is a side out. Point goes to Hayes. 19-12, Garfield still. Now serving for Hayes, number 21. 17 tried setting or hitting it back, but she hit it wrong, and it is side out. Point goes to Hayes, and score is now 19-13. Substitution for Garfield. Now serving for Hayes, number 21. 5 knocks it back over. 1 sets up 4. 4 sets up 10. She is able to make it over, but she stepped over the line or hit the net. Either one. Point goes to Garfield. 20-13, Grey Wolves. Now serving for Garfield, number 1. And it is a side out, and the point goes to Hayes. 20-14. Now serving for Hayes, number 10. 5 knocks it back over. 1 sets up 4. 4 sets up 26, but she is not able to put it over. Point goes to Garfield. 21-14. Now serving for Garfield, number 11. 1 set. 24 and 1 collide. 1 knocks it over. 5 sets up 6. 6 sets up 15. 4 sends it back. 15 makes it over. 24 dives but is not able to get it. Great hustle by both teams, but Garfield runs away with that point. It is now 22 to 14, Garfield. Now serving for Garfield, number 11. 21 sets. 4 sets up 10. 10 knocks it over. 5 sets 11. 11 knocks it over. 4 sets, but it hits the net, and Hayes was not able to knock it over. Point goes to Garfield. It is 23 to 14, Garfield. Just 2 points away from the first set victory. Now serve Garfield, number 11. 5 tries to set up 21, but it is not successful, and the point goes to Garfield. 24 to 14, 1 point away from the first set victory. Now serving number 11, Garfield. 21 puts it over. 5 sets up 6. 6 sets up 15. And 24 knocks it over. Sorry. welcome back for the second set of this matchup between the Garfield Grey Wolves and Hayes Huskies. I don't know. There seemed to be some confusion with the roster. But it seems they've got it figured out. And 18 is coming out for 8. I'm not sure what's going on right now, but seems it is all corrected. And here we go. First serving, Garfield, number 5. Start of the second set. Serve, but number 24 was late to get there. First point goes to 0 Garfield. Number 5 with the serve. 24 serving again, number 5 Garfield. 4 pops it up from Hayes. 7 tries to save it, but it is out of bounds. And the point goes yet again to Garfield. 5-0 Garfield. Serving again, number 5 Garfield. 4 pops it up. 21 sets, but it is yet another side out. 6-0 Garfield. Number 5 serving for Garfield. Four hits it wrong, and is another side out. 7-0 Garfield. Serving 5 Garfield. 4 pops up. 7 sets. 1 knocks it over. 3 pops it over. 4 pops it over. Tries to save it, but she was the 4th person to hit it. Point goes yet again to Garfield. 8-0 Garfield. 5 serving Garfield. 24 hits it, but it is a net ball, and one misses the save, and it is now 9-0 Garfield. Garfield's running away. Number 5, Garfield, serve. 4 sets, 1 knocks it over. 5 sets, 19 sets, 17 pops over. 10 sets up for 7, I believe, but she was not able to get there. It is now 10-0 Garfield.
Do you think they're going to do a wash?
Garfield is cruising and running away with this match, but Hayes, they're still fighting, so I'm still rooting for them. Substitutions. Another over, but side out. And another point goes to Garfield, 13-0. 5 serving Garfield. 4 sets. Point goes to Hayes as number 6 touches the net, trying to put it over. So number 6 hit, point goes to Hayes. 13-1 now. 1 serve for Hayes. Finally, they get a point on the board. Let's see if they can make a comeback. 20 pops back. 1 sets for 4. 4 sets for 21. Knocks it over. 11. 6 tried knocking it over, but she is unsuccessful. And 17 failed the save. So point goes yet again to Hayes. 13-2. Hayes serve. Hayes serving number 1. 20 sets. Wait, she knocked it over. And then number 10 or number 4 knocked it back over for Hayes, and 1 was not able to save it for Garfield. It is now 13-3 Garfield. Number 1 serving for Hayes. And the ball did land in, and another point to Hayes. Looks like Hayes making a comeback. It is 13-4, still Garfield, 1 with the serve for Hayes. Tries popping it up, tries setting up 17. 17 was not able to knock it over the net. Point goes yet again to Hayes, 13-5. Hayes serve number 1. 20 knocks it over. 10 sets. 4 slams it over. 11 sets up 17. 17 knocks it over. 1 sets up 4. 4 sends it over. 11 sets up 6. 6 sets up 5. And 5 knocks it over. And then Hayes was not able to put it back over. Side out. Point goes to Garfield. 14-5, I believe. Serving number 17, Garfield. 1 sets up 4. 4 knocks it up. 1 knocks it over. 17 sets up. 5 save. 1 knocks it over. Barely. And Hayes was not able to save it. It is now 15-5 Garfield. Hayes finally takes a timeout. And welcome back from the timeout, 15-5 Garfield. If you're back on the live stream, number 17 serving for Garfield. 7 sets up 4 sends it over, 5 saves it, 1 slams it back over, 21 tries sending it back for Hayes, but she's unsuccessful. It was caught by the net, 16-5 Garfield. Garfield is still cruising along after the 13-point streak was snapped. And Hayes scored 5 straight, but now it looks like Garfield's back on track. 17 serve. 1 sets up 4. 4 tries setting up 10, but it does not make it over. 10 tried to save it after it hit net, but was unsuccessful. 17-5 Garfield. Now serving number 17 for Garfield. 5 tries setting up, 1 saves it, 4 knocks it back over, 1 hit it up, but it was a side out. 17 tried save, but it was too far out of reach. 17-6, Garfield. Let's hope Hayes can make a comeback. Substitution for Hayes. Seems like the crowd is starting something here in the stadium. I guess the ball was in play and serve did not make it over, and point goes to Garfield. Seems like people are a little confused, and so was I. 18-6 though, Garfield. Substitution for Hayes. Number 1 with the serve for Garfield. 26 sets. 6 for Garfield. Tries setting it back over, but it was unsuccessful. Caught by the net. Point goes to Hayes. 18-7. Garfield. Let's hope Hayes can come back. 10 with the serve from Hayes. 1 for Garfield. Knocks it back over. And it was in, and 6 was not able to get there. Point goes to Garfield. 19-7 Garfield. Here we go. Seems like they're starting to chant again. Or not chant, I guess sound. I wish they would have kept the 8th graders in since this is their last game. Seems like Garfield subbed out all of their 8th graders, and now it's all 7th and 6th graders. Now serving for Garfield, number 19. Now Hayes takes a substitution. Seems like we're finally able to play. 19 serve for Garfield. 6 sets him up, but no one was there to get it. 20-7 Garfield. 5 points away from the last home game victory. 19 serve for Garfield. 26 knocks it up. 4 knocks it over. 19 sets up. 2 knocks it over, but the net reflected it into that side. It is a side out. Point goes to Hayes. 20-8, Garfield. Hayes serve number 4. Hits net. Looks like 15 set up. It looks like 2, she knocked it over, and 5 was unable to save it. And point goes to Garfield, 21-8, Garfield. 16 serving Garfield. Net ball, and point goes to Hayes, 21-9, Garfield. Hayes serving number 5. Seems like there's some confusion on the court. And I guess Garfield gets the serve. Garfield serving number 15. 3 tries setting up 4, but it's unsuccessful. But I guess the last point before this last point actually went to Garfield. It is now 23-9, Garfield. 15 serve Garfield. 3 knocks it up for 6 or 1. 4 knocks it back over. 19 sets up. 2 sets up 7. 7 was unsuccessful knocking it over. Point goes to Hayes. It is now 23 to, I believe, 10. Yes, 23-10. Serving 26 Hayes. It is a side out, 24-10. 1 last point for the set point and the match point. Here we go. 8th grader's last point at home. There's serve. 4 pops it up. 4 sets up 19. 7 knocks it over. 4 knocks it up. It is a net ball. 1 was not able to save it. And that is the match. 25-10, Garfield wins it.